I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up. All right, it caught up. Morning. It's the 25th of September. A few more days, and yeah, you got to get ready for those horror kitties coming begging and demanding food. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Either way, let's get this show on the road. Let's see if I can find that song I was going to play. So, welcome to Tamale Tuesday. Yeah, it's supposed to be 85 here today. Is the high. Cold front has cooled things down. We didn't get no more rain here, but South Texas did. So, yeah. So, this entrance song is dedicated to all those tamale eaters out there because when you order your tamales, you got to take it all off in order to eat the tamales. Think about that, rubberneck. Tamales. Yeah, so good morning, everybody. Hope the sun's coming up. If it ain't, then yeah, you must be on the West Coast. Probably rumbling, a whole lot of shaking going on. Who knows? So let's see. Ew. According to foodie.com, they posted yesterday, you should be washing this part of your kitchen regularly, but hardly anyone does. Check out foodie.com. Find out what area that is. That's disgusting. They need to clean that more often. And this is coming from straightarrownews.com. Straightarrownews.com posted about 2 hours ago. White House orders agencies to prepare for mass firings. Not furloughs, but firings. Dun, dun, dun. I guess they're trimming the fat out of government. Smaller government's a whole lot better. Think about it. There's a lot of people disagree, mostly liberals, but that's only because they're freaking taking a percentage out of everybody they hire. I can almost guarantee you. But jump down that rabbit hole, do your own research and find out. I guarantee you will freaking be surprised. So let's see. Okay, you got a Keurig. You can't live without. You gotta do stuff. Go to tastingtable.com because you go to YouTube and try to find out the proper way to clean a Keurig. They're showing everybody buying new ones and throwing their Keurigs away. And that could get expensive depending on which Keurig you get. So check out tastingtable.com and find out the right way to clean your Keurig for better tasting coffee. Dun, dun, dun. Now, according to ABC News, 22 hours ago, government could shut down in less than a week. Here's what you need to know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does, it does. The Telegraph just posted 2 hours ago, thetelegraph.com. How serious is the new COVID strain? Check out telegraph.com. Find it out. Uh, okay, if you want to know if other people are actually doing this or not, they're preparing for a collapse or an EMP event or attack or anything else, go check out BuzzFeed.com. They got people online are sharing how they prepare for a country's collapse and for no reason at all. I'm reading every single comment. Yeah. Well, if you're on the fence, should you prep? Should you not prep? Should you have this? Should you have that? Hey, life goes on, but having food and water and a couple other things should probably be benefit you, even if nothing goes on. Think about it. You thinking about it, Rubberneck? Just think about it. Rubberneck likes to hear me say, think about it. Hey, did you know there's 5 strains? Yes, 5 strains of diabetes now. Before it used to be only three, and it was pre-diabetes, diabetes, and diabetes two, or diabetes two, then diabetes. Now they got 5 strains completely. That's weird. Yeah, I think they're just blaming everything on diabetes because that's the new medical treatment. But I don't know. Do your own research, read it all, and think about it. Yeah, yeah. I'm just looking real quick. Yeah, gonna have a pretty day today. It's actually gonna feel like fall since we're only gonna be in the 80s today. But hey, just looking real quick. There's something going on in Virginia. Oh yeah, there was a lady working at the UPS, one of the UPS stations. I don't know if she was loading, unloading a semi, and I guess they found her about 4 hours later. She was crushed between pallets. So I'm guessing they were loading. I don't know. She didn't make it, but it did go on mainstream media and other platforms. And yeah, it's yeah, pretty sad event. But I still want to know when they interviewed her husband, is he legal? Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, you watch it on the news and listen to how he talks. Yeah, feel sorry for the kids, maybe the lady, but what was she doing in the back of the trailer for that long? Why did it take them 4 hours? I used to load and unload trailers, and the only way they could crush one with pallets, their loads, they're loading it, is if it was a forklift driver. But you had a sign you're supposed to put up. If someone's in there, the forklift driver didn't go in there. So did she put up a sign? The forklift driver even know? I still want to know if they're loading, what was she doing? Because you just drive in, put the pallets in. You don't have to worry about nothing else. Was she taking a nap? Uh, I don't know. There's a lot of questions on that one. Check that out. See if anybody finds out more about it. But hey. According to the mirror.com, hundreds missing from the Florida alligator Alcatraz detention center. Hmm. Did they deport them already? I know they've done a lot of deportations. And why is they there? I don't know. I guess you need to contact animal control and have them start interrogating the neighborhood alligators and try to find out what's going on. Give you a hint. wildlife investigators, and they got a big, stomach, which alligators usually don't have unless they just ate something huge like a caribou or something. But, hey, those are probably going to be part of your suspects. I don't know. Maybe they're just doing, what's that guy's name? Bill Grice or Grease or whatever. And the survival person supposedly is an expert. I don't know. All right, let's see. I gotta go to chat real quick, so I was looking at all this stuff on there. Hey, B Charming, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, B, you're over there. Let us know what's going on with the alligator Alcatraz. Yeah, yeah. So, I did post before 6 o'clock. Well, I made the video and all that. I forgot to post it on my post on my homepage, so I apologize about that. I was late in doing that. I think it was like 15 minutes before the show started, so that's why we're kind of low today. But hey, I'm waiting for us to get at least close to 10. So have you been seeing? Oh wait, where was it? Arizona? I think it was Arizona. And gators are circling. Oh yeah. And the buzzards aren't even doing it because they get tired of flying in circles and got nowhere to land. And they land, the gators gonna eat them. So yeah, buzzards are smart and staying away. Yeah, in Arizona, I guess there was a burglary yesterday, and when police got the call for shots fired or domestic, they were responding. One police officer had to stop because there was a vehicle that I guess got a single vehicle accident on the way to the home, and yeah, found some individuals shot. And another unit that was going there found another vehicle in the parking lot of Burger King, and an individual shot there. And yeah, the other patrol finally made it to the house, and they ended up finding two people dead. Yeah. What they know right now and what they leaked, they didn't name the names and all that, but the two people dead in the living room of the house were intruders. They're not saying what was going on with the other two vehicles and all that, but yeah, they busted in, wanted to rob. They got what they got. Hey, what can you do? Now, I'm still contemplating if I'm going to make a little short on this topic or not, but everybody in chat, y'all heard where it says, oh, hold on, these got something important to say. I heard that about that. Two dead in the house, one in the alley. He was trying to leave the residence guy. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the one in the alley. Thanks, B. I forgot about that one. Thank you. But everybody in chat's heard the saying, talk is cheap, right? If you've never heard about it, put a 2 in chat. If you have heard about it, put 1. Oh, Rubberneck, really? Really? I'm just going to put it up there. I'm not even going to freaking say it because we know Rubberneck's mind's in the gutter right now. Dun, dun, dun. Your grandfather's funny. Okay, so I don't know if y'all ever heard the thing that's talk is cheap. Well, we got a new phrase now, and y'all could thank your previous vice president. She made it even cheaper now. We know like freaking politicians just talk, 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 and a lot of them don't back it up. We have now that freaking back up their promises and do what they said they're going to do. But yeah, your former vice president I say yours because I didn't vote for her. But we know that she was in. She decided to go to the cheapest show, on ABC, I believe, The View, and talk and try to. They're trying to dish Trump while he was at the UN to give a speech. And she was trying to say he's not presidential. He's not acting presidential. What the hell does frickin' oh Kamala Harris know about being a president? She couldn't even do vice president. She couldn't even find frickin' Taco Bell. What the hell? The border? She was supposed to be the border czar, and she couldn't even frickin' take care of that. She never showed up to it. Yeah. Hey, Swamp Dog, how you doing? So yeah, she made cheap talk cheaper. Yeah, what has she done? She hasn't done crap. She's gone on the View. I think we need to freaking hit a fraud, waste, and abuse report on her ass and make her pay back 4 years worth of pay because we didn't pay her to go on freaking the View. Hey, good morning, Lady D. How you doing? All right, well, yeah, she tried freaking brag. I remember catching little clips, and this is off the Australian news channels catching the clips from, which really made sense. She was like, "Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the Oval Office. Yeah, I bet you did. Legs up on the couch, bent over the couch, under the freaking desk when Biden wasn't around. Yeah, yeah, we know. Not one piece of legislation, nothing. Yeah." So you may have a different opinion, and that's okay. You can have your opinion, but yeah, I tried checking to see what IQ she has, and they won't post it, but because she got a degree, supposedly a graduate degree in law from California, yeah, a liberal freaking college. They're all known for you just pay the money and they give you a degree, and yeah, that her IQ's at least 110 for being a lawyer. Well, I'm sorry. If you're going to hire a lawyer, you don't want one with a low IQ of 110. Come on now. So, Reverend, think about that one. Yeah. So, played Beach Harmony's music this morning, but she wasn't there. It must have woke her up. She sensed her music was being played. But yeah, I was dedicated to Tamale Thursdays. You got to unwrap everything in order to eat the tamales. And I'm going to tell you right now, you may want to freaking, if you don't know how to make tamales, you don't want to learn how to make tamales. It's a lot of work. I'm telling you, even for one person. That's why they try to do the family thing, the neighborhood thing when they make them. But guess what? You still got time. While everybody's trying to get ready to order for Thanksgiving stuff, order your tamales. Start bugging the freaking restaurants that you trust are making tamales. I would go to mom and pop shops. They'd probably be a whole lot safer. They won't freaking, don't buy those store bought tamales. It's all freaking cornmeal, freaking with a corn husk and, yeah, barely any meat. The best way to do it is make it at home, but if you ain't got the patience, guess what? One person could do it. It's just, you know, it sucks. If you're going to be one person doing it, you want to hire a maid service so they can wash the dishes because you're going to make a big old mess doing it one. Because that's what I did. And the year my daughter-in-law was supposed to come over, so I got teachers, so at least it'd be two of us. And I know she would have dragged my son over to help. I was going to put him on washing dishes while I showed her how to do everything because I know she knows how to wash dishes. I like her. She When they left their home, she wanted to make sure there's not a dishwasher in the house. She said, I don't like dishwashers. I'd rather do 800 freaking pans in the sink instead of, you know, the dishwasher. And yeah, she's got, well, she doesn't really have 800 pans, but she's got quite a few. And even, she didn't have a laundry line up, and she's got hooks for all her pans, so all her pans and stuff, after she washes them and all that, she sets them outside on the clothesline, lets them air dry. They get air dried real quick. Yeah, I got a dishwasher. I barely even use it just to put some overflow dishes that I washed to let them freaking. I mean, they say, well, it saves money. No, it doesn't. If you know how to wash right and wash by hand, you save more money that way. And the good thing about tamales, get your regular ones. You can get the pork tamales, your beef tamales, the chicken tamales. You can get them, order them now. And while that's going on, if your husband or your sons decide to go out, or your daughters, or you deciding, ladies, to go out to go deer hunting, you can bring back deer meat. It's nice and fresh. You make deer tamales. Yeah, that's a thing too. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, I like the pork tamales, but they definitely got to have some peppers in them. I can eat the beef without the peppers, but hey, I like the peppers in them. Yesterday, I made some amazing crock pot freaking boneless ribs. After this stream, I'm going to warm up some more and eat some more. Ribs. Tonight, I'm going to make chicken. And somewhere in between, while I'm warming up the stuff, ooh, longboarding man, good morning. Welcome to the show. And she has beef tamales in the freezer right now. So good. Yes, they are. And but here's the thing. I've been watching a lot of baking on YouTube, and yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. Today I'm gonna make a no-knead bread. Actually, I'm gonna make 2 loaves, and I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. It's oh, Hillbilly Homestead. I watched that one because that's what I was looking for. I have a mixer and all that, but I didn't want to bring everything out. It's like, what's the easiest way where I don't have to wash so many dishes? And the Hillbilly Homestead, she has one on there, and it's awesome. It's like, ooh, I'm gonna try that one. Ooh, I never had tamales with raisins and stuff in there. Okay. Chicken tamales are my boss's favorite. I make them sometimes. My husband doesn't like. Yeah, I don't know. To me, chicken's okay if it's shredded and it's marinated the right way and all that when you cook it, but not once have I heard or seen anybody have fish tamales. If you haven't fish tamales, why? That's all I gotta say. If you want that corn taste in your fish when you catch them, well, put frickin' some kerneled corns on your hook and catch the fish with the corn. They'll have corn in their stomach when you cut them open and cook them. Yeah, this year if I get enough pecans, which I'm pretty sure I will, I'm gonna make my non-traditional pecan desserts for Christmas. You just throw a little molasses on them. Well, you put them on it's an easy recipe. Yeah, you just put it on a baking pan with wax paper. You lay them down, put the molasses on them, let the molasses cook till it kind of glazes over the pecans, and then you sprinkle in some sugar or your powdered sugar or your cinnamon sugar. They're hits, especially you cover them right, and yeah, you cook them in the oven for 350. I can't even remember what it is, like 20, 25 minutes. Doesn't really take that long. And you can get a big old jar of them made and take a couple. But of course, if you're allergic to pecans, I wouldn't advise it. Yeah, I never heard of dessert tamales either. I've heard of empanadas though. Empanadas. Rubberneck's like, sweet nuts. And I'm not making this up. I'm using what she put. Look, you see, it's right there. It's a chat. So, while that's going on, let me do my email thing. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, la, 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 la. I was killing time. Come on. I don't know what the deal is with freaking Yahoo. All right, so let's see. Got to copy this, attach it, and then I can send. Who am I going to send it today to? The world may never know. We'll see if they can come up, and they'll come up, and it's up, up, and away. All right, so it's sent out. Ooh. Yeah, Santa Claus is this year. Santa Claus has stopped. He couldn't pay the freaking elves yet again because he's still recovering from the lockdowns on COVID. So yeah, he can't afford the elves since they unionized. And all his wood that he was using to make all those wood cars and stuff. Well, he's having to use that for firewood and for his wood stove to keep the house warm. It's cold up there, the North Pole. Let's see. Longboard Mom saying he's making jalapeno cheese bread. Ooh, yep. Gotta have the jalapeno cheese bread. Oh yeah. And Lady D says it's so dark at jury here. Sucks. I enjoyed the sun yesterday. Yeah, it's just it's Lady Mother Nature reminding you that yeah, winter's just around the corner. Yeah, I don't like the cakes that they make. Ooh, FedEx delivered. What'd you get from FedEx? Dun dun dun. And then grandson showed up to mow the yard. Nice. Okay, now I gotta find where that one was I lit up. I can't find it. Oh my God. Maybe I got FedEx here. FedEx is delivering somebody to my place. Let's see. No, not FedEx. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Trust. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I changed my avatar back to normal.
Okay, for y'all that don't remember what the back to normal is, there you go. Still haven't grown no hair, huh?
No, hair, what's that? I don't know what hair is.
Believe me, I use crayon on top of my head to make it look like I got hair. So how's the weather there? Lady D's complaining about it being gloomy and dreary and looks like rain.
It's dark and it's been pouring since this morning. It's going to rain the rest of the day too into tomorrow.
Oh, come on, Rubberneck. You put it in the trash. You're gonna make those dumpster divers work for it, huh? You could have just found a homeless person, drove up, say, "Here you go," and put the freaking look on their face with a big old smile, and they get a big old cake until they bite into it.
Yeah, they're talking about that thing that happened around the tent, how it relates to this movie from I can't talk. Nicholas Cage movie Snake Eyes from '98,
Well,
where somebody it happens to them, and it's the same name, but the last name is the same name but add a land to it, and then the person that did such a thing, the um the the boxer in the ring, his name was Tyler, and then the guy that did that, he was the called it the Atlantic City, the thing they used to do back with the guillotines back in the day, because I don't know if I can say that word or not.
yeah, chop chop. That's all I'm gonna say. Chop chop.
And he had the same exact wound too.
Dang.
I've been looking into that. It's like, holy crap, predictive programming or something. I don't know.
No idea.
But yeah, they're also putting up more stuff around DC and the WH for that dude's visit that's coming here from Israel.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of that or if it's something else. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's funny today. Some of the liberal media is reporting that UN was trying to make Trump fall on his face when he showed up to the UN and say, "Oh yeah, he got on the escalator and it stopped." Well, if you actually watch the video, he didn't even get on the escalator. The only one that was on the escalator at the time was Melania when it stopped. And then if
Yeah,
you
they
look at,
also
go ahead.
sorry
Okay.
they also said that the elevator incident and the teleprompter incident too.
Yeah. So, but if you look at the video, like 5 seconds longer on there, when Melania starts walking up, you see like there's a security guard or something goes up this right down the side where the switch is to turn off the escalator. I wonder if they had anything to do with it. Dun dun dun. It was planned, but they're trying to say, yeah, they're trying to get him to fall on his face. Well, you know what? They tried a lot of things and they failed. Epic fails. Yeah.
I've also been seeing the number 33 everywhere.
Yeah.
I
I've
mean,
seen a thing on there about that 33, and I forgot the
no,
other.
I understand with the symbolism and that with that stuff, but me personally, I've been seeing every time I look at the clock or if I'll pause a YouTube video or something, everything will end in 33. And this has been going on for about 5 months when it first happened. I'm like, all right, now it's a pattern, something. I don't know if
Yeah.
Jesus is trying to tell me something. I don't know, but it's weird. It's not creeping me out, but something's up.
Yeah.
Anyone else in chat experiencing this too, or is it just me?
No, not here. I don't know about in chat though. Yeah, I heard that. That said it was in the mechanics room also, but yeah, I don't know. Either way, anybody watch the speech from Minnesota?
I didn't see it.
Where they're trying to freaking. They did a rat. Well, they did a. I don't know. They're doing some kind of freaking meeting or something with the mayor, who's Somalian, and then they're having also a rally for Ishtar dumbass and needs to get freaking deported with her brother that used to be her husband, or maybe they're still married. Who knows? And basically, just like she's always said, just like, yeah, she's for Somalia first. She represents Somalia. So, well, all the anti-American crap that she's doing, there's the ethics committee needs to freaking take her down. I know she's said enough of freaking crap, and why can't they do a blood test? She's a federal employee. They can mandate her to do a blood test and then find some reason to get her husband slash brother to do one. And if they come up with the same DNA, there's enough there. I mean, they got the logs where supposedly married when she came over, or when he came over. So, and then she's like, "Oh, they can't deport." Trump said that he's going to deport me along with the Homeland Security. He's like, "Well, yeah, if you are, you're not a true U.S. citizen because you're not naturalized." And she hasn't naturalized. She has not assimilated to the laws and the way of the land either. So, yeah, you can revoke citizenship and boot her ass. Let's see if Somalia wants to take her back as a disgraced freaking terrorist. Because, you know, the government moves so slowly. I'm going to label her just like I label Pocahontas and a couple others, Maxwell and a couple other drunks from Cali as domestic terrorists. Now, they may not like it, but that's my opinion. They act like it. What's that old saying? If it looks like a dope, smells like a dope, it's a dope.
Yeah. I heard this really interesting story the other day because I was watching this guy watch for a while. I've been watching for a while, and people in the comments, will always say to him, "I don't need to prep that much. God will save me. God will save me." And he said this interesting story. He said, "There's this guy on this roof, and there's this flooding coming in, and this one boat comes by, says, 'Here, come on, get on, get on.' The guy says, 'Nope, God's got me.' So they leave. The water gets up to the roof. The other boat comes by, and they say, 'Come on, get on.' He says, 'Nope, God's gonna come save me.' The guy's like, 'All right.' So now the water's pretty much almost up to the guy's neck, and the third boat comes. He says, 'Come on, get on.' He's like, 'No, God's got me. God's got me.' And they just leave, and the guy ends up not being here. He passes. He goes up and meets God. He says, 'God, I thought you were gonna come save me.' And God says, 'I sent you 3 boats. How come you didn't get on one of them?'"
Yep. That's the thing. A lot of people, they don't really get that relationship with Lord and Maker and, have a personal relationship with God. But yeah, God's going to save you. God's going to either give you messages on what to do, but God's not doing the whole work. You got to put in your own work. God's not here to freaking mouth feed you. You know, if you're gonna freaking, if you're short on money and you're trying to freaking put stuff away for your family to help others, so you start doing it, and He sees that you're doing it, you know, for the right reasons, and He'll find ways to financially assist you. Money will just drop out of the air one way or the other.
I also heard this really, really thing that makes a lot of sense, and I knew about this too. But this guy, how he worded it, he says that how he picks on people, the conspiracy theories, and the people wearing tinfoil hats and that. And there was this one comment. It says, "I'd rather be wearing a tinfoil hat than a blindfold."
Hmm. Well, it just depends on the situation, though. You know, if you're in the bedroom with a partner, that's pretty kinky. What's a tinfoil hat gonna do for you? I don't know. Think
what's
about it. Ask Rubberneck.
what's the safe word? Pumpernickel.
Yeah, yeah. And that's where a lot of people get it wrong. You read the Bible, you'll find out Jesus told us how to pray, but a lot of people can't even freaking recite the Our Father or the Hail Mary. They don't know what a rosary is. And if they do, they think it's just something outdated. You know, I do the rosary, just several times a year. I mean, I don't do it on a daily basis. I won't, today's standards, they say a fanatic. But if I needed to, I'd grab the rosary and I could freaking do it. It's time consuming, but hey, what else do we got? All we got is time. Can't take nothing with us. Lady D's out of pumpernickel bread. Yeah, I hear there's going to be a pumpernickel shortage with all the pumpkin spice being made right now. Yes, it's that time of the season again where y'all go freaking crazy over pumpkin spice freaking coffee. That's not coffee. That's all I'm going to say. That is not coffee.
Yeah, my sister came over with my niece a couple days ago. So it's that your iced coffee? She's like, no, it's pumpkin spice latte things. It's latte, and she put the ice in. I'm like, how can you drink that stuff? Ugh.
Yeah. Well, Lady D, the only way to learn is search YouTube. And if YouTube doesn't have it, I guarantee you'll find a recipe on the internet at one of the big industrial cooking places like Betty Crocker and a couple others. And then you're going to see how difficult it is to make it. And you'll be like, yeah, I'll just buy it from the store. Yeah, rubberneck, exactly. And if you ain't got a Bible and you're already over 30, what's your freaking problem? Hell, half the time you can go to freaking yard sales and find a Bible and buy it there. So,
Yeah,
you can go to the freaking YMCA or the Goodwill. They always have Bibles there. They're brand new. They get donated from bookstores.
yeah.
There's
My
no.
niece is
Go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. I'm done.
My niece is finally starting to go that way because my sister's not into that stuff, but she's finally getting to that point where she asked me. It was about a week ago. What's the best Bible to get? And I told her, I said, look, the King James version is, and the older one you can find, the better. But it's going to be pricey, and I'm looking into that. I'm going to be getting one of them for her for Christmas.
Oh. So I'm not going to rag on you, but I will not. I have a King James Bible, but I will not read it. After learning the history of it and how things were changed by King James. Oh, who the hell was King James? He's just a man. And who gave him the right to change the word of God? It's even in the Bible not to change the word of God. Think about it. Right, Burnett? You thought about it? You thinking about it? No. So, but I'm not going to rag on, but at least you're reading the Bible and most of it's still the same. You only change some things in it, but yeah.
But what would be a better one to get her then?
Oh, it just depends on, you really got to see what kind of churches she goes to or how strong her belief and personal relationship is with her. I mean, the
Uh,
one,
she's coming here this weekend, so I'll talk to her about that then.
yeah. Best thing to do. Well, the easiest thing to do is just go to if we got a Bible store, we got tons here, but just go with her and have her look around and see if she can find a Bible.
Yeah, the closest thing we have to anything around here that is we have to go to. I'm gonna have to go to the Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah. Excuse me. I usually read the international one, but I do have the English standard English version too that I read, and I've been trying to get back into the waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. For years, I used to get up 3 in the morning, grab my coffee, sit down on my rocker when I had a rocker, and read for about 30 minutes, and then meditate and all that before I'd get ready and go to work or school. Now, Well, I'm getting up at 4 in the morning, so it's already an hour. Just trying to get motivated to read that early in the morning. I just need to stop being lazy and just doing it. Yeah, Rubberneck says, yeah, the new King James version is good. I mean, I'm not saying don't get her that one. She may enjoy that one. But, I mean, Lady D, 3 a.m. is a bathroom break from sleeping. Ah, the world may never know. Yeah, that other one, the sourdough, I know they have several YouTubers out there. And this is the thing I hate about some of the YouTube. Everybody puts up, and I don't watch the shorts very often unless I'm subscribed to the person, because half the people go in there, ooh, I'll use the example of what I made, crack pot ribs. I say, ooh, let's make some, you know, boneless beef ribs. And then they go in there and they show you how they make everything. They don't put no content of how, what the ingredients you use for the spices, how long to set the oven or the crock pot or whatever they're using or anything else on there. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to show that I made it. Here you go. Da, da, da. Well, don't put that crap up there. Nobody cares. Unless
Well,
you're
when
going to
I
put the ingredients and how to process it. That's a recipe.
when I did my first live with the eggs, I showed all the ingredients and everything I put in it.
Yeah.
That what is it? That I forget what pepper it was, but it was it's milder than the I think it's Tom Peck or something. It's a milder version of the jalapeno.
Paprika?
No, it's a green it's a green pepper. And yeah, I was cutting that up and I rubbed my eye. Holy crap, that burnt. I mean, it burnt. I mean, it burnt for like 2 days. That's how bad it was.
Poblano is what Beach trying
Yes,
to say.
yeah, yeah, B. Thanks. That's what it was. Thank you, B.
Lady Dagger says, it's Anaheim. No, I think it's Poblano. I can't talk this morning. Rubberneck's like, no, you're both wrong. It's Pepper Coney.
I think she meant to say peppercini because when I try to type the peppercini in there, the autocorrect always messes with me with that word. It always does.
Yep. Well, this I know from experience. There is only one Tabasco sauce. And it ain't from New York City either. Think about it.
You mean the regular Tabasco sauce that says Tabasco on it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Texas
I got.
Pete isn't made in Texas, and yeah, it's read the ingredients. You'd be like, ooh, why did I ever have this?
I do the regular Tabasco. I do the regular Tabasco, and then I got the green one, and I got the habanero one, and then I actually got a big tall one of the Tabasco garlic, and that's almost impossible to find. You can't find it in stores. I was lucky to find it that one day.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't know about you, but I've been seeing a lot of reports of burglaries around the nation. So be ready. And of course, you did talk about that one in Arizona that turned deadly, but one person is under custody on that. I did forget to mention that, but
I can't stand it where somebody, defends themselves and they end up getting put away for that. That's bullcrap.
Yeah.
And all I'm going to say is if that ever happens around here, it never happened. That's all I'm saying about that.
Yeah. All I gotta say is, yeah, paste picante. If you're gonna make breakfast burritos, you gotta use paste picante. That's definitely not New York City. They get a rope. You try to bring something else to town. Yeah, those pepperoncinis were awesome. I put them in my salad too, Lady D. And B Char's saying, yeah, Tabasco's made in Louisiana, Avery Island. You
Yeah, I
know what?
saw how they make that. They put it in those barrels and they put a bunch of they seal it up. Then they put this big layer of salt on there and let them sit for 7 years.
You know, sort of like whiskey. The moonshiners are like, oh, everybody's making freaking this and that. Let's make some Tabasco. Yeah, yeah. So what's your agenda to eat today there, Mike? You make anything?
Just it's really really lazy day today. Just gonna be chicken patties and the tater tots and a Sam's cola.
Uh-huh.
I am taking it easy today. I did my normal work and that, but the past I think it's been 11 days. I've been doing nothing but the wood and all this other stuff.
You wore out your wood, huh? Or your wood wore you out?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
got two more cords coming, and hopefully it'll come this weekend. I hope it doesn't come today because it's raining. But if it gets wet, it gets wet. It is what it is.
Lady D says, I'm actually going to cook. Yeah, what are you going to cook? Spit it out. I'm glad to see B Charmer's here. She survived the great shrimp dinner last night. B Charmer's like, I got nothing. Yeah, you're still feeling the effects of that shrimp you had. Dun dun dun. So I'm
Wonder
trying to
what
remember exactly. For the bread, you need 2 cups of uh, white flour or bread flour. You need a tablespoon of yeast, a tablespoon of sugar, a tablespoon of salt, and a cup of lukewarm water, not hot, lukewarm. Put the yeast in the water and let that activate with the sugar while you add the salt into the flour, and then you pour that in there and mix it with a fork in your bowl, and then you cover it and let it sit for 2 hours. Then you get it out. You blend it with a fork again, and then put it in your pans after you grease your pans with butter or what you like to use. I use olive oil. And then you set it for another 30 minutes before you put it in the oven for about 35 minutes. And then you set it in there, and then you're going to have nice and warm bread. I remember watching that video. I watched that video so many times. My mouth was watering. I'm like, ooh, I'm not going to wait the 20 minutes for it to cool down. I'd be cutting that sucker burning my fingers too, hillbilly homestead.
Yeah, not the other day. It was a few weeks ago. I made some bruschetta. It was it was a hard rolls with the mozzarella, the gobs of mozzarella, and
Mhm.
the tomatoes with the extra virgin olive oil in that with the seasoning in that, and then yeah, so
Yeah.
hopefully put that video up Friday. I'm hoping.
Yep, I know it was 2 nights or 2 days ago, be charming, but if anything was going to happen, radiation, your belly button glowing or anything else, it'd take about 48 hours for it to affect your body. So you survived it. You should be safe. Chuck roast, huh? I still don't know who this Chuck is, but yeah, I love roast. So
Wonder what Lady D is gonna be cooking tonight. And
yeah,
B Chairman says she's not glowing either.
yeah. she starts glowing. She can put on some music real loud, start dancing with the windows open, and everybody's gonna think she's having a rave in her living room. Pete Charmer's like, he's a nice guy, Chuck. Okay. So I don't know. YouTube is getting worse and worse, and I think the liberals are doing it on purpose.
You mean with censorship or?
No, just the stories, all the
Oh,
freaking bullshit story. You got to weed through all of them. That's why I usually do stuff in the kitchen, or if I'm steam cleaning or something or another, I have the TV on with YouTube running. I'll set up a list of all the ones, maybe, and I'll listen to it. I was like, yeah, right. Find out it's all bullshit. They don't even get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I just go to the next video even before it's ended. Yeah, I've done everything from, let's see, stories about Bruce Lee to they finally solved Natalie Wood's freaking murder to they even had a new file on JFK that came out supposedly. Some lady talking and interviewing, and you could tell that lady was on freaking heavily medicated.
see, that's how the Mandela effect got me. At first, I thought it was with the words and that wordplay with that. But the JFK thing, yeah, the Mandela effect's real because I always remember there was only 4 people in the car. Now there's 6.
Yeah. Well, the one that I saw, as soon as they freaking tried saying, "Oh yeah, they played with the," you got to remember it was in the '60s when this happened. They didn't have the freaking movie technology back there, but supposedly they messed with the thing and changed it around. But they're saying the original had it where the driver turned around and shot Kennedy.
And what about the babushka lady? She was there. Remember, she was there filming, and then she disappeared, and then nothing ever came out of that. Nobody knows where she went.
Yeah. But
And then
well,
now with the AI stuff, oh my God, it's like you really got to figure out what's real and what's not, because some of that stuff is just, it's holy crap.
yeah. Yeah, I look at all the recipe. I even found one that you can make chickpea bread and just add all the freaking natural uh, ingredient stuff. It's like a high protein bread, and they use chickpeas.
B. Chairman says the older we get, the less important food seems, but we get hungry, need to eat, anything works.
Hey, and I'm going to say about age. When you're eating tapioca pudding as a daily meal every day, you're old.
Ew.
Yeah, think
Yeah.
about it.
No. No tapioca.
Yeah, be trying to saying there's always 6 in the car, as she recalls. I don't. I know there was the driver, one person in front. There might have been 2. I think there was 2 up front, and then Jackie, Robert, and one other. What's his name? The governor, I think it was, in the car with him.
See, if you look at the video now, you have the driver and the passenger, and right behind them you have 2 other people seated, and behind them they have Jackie and Kennedy there.
Mm. Okay, Lady D's made her announcement. This is what she's hoping to make. Tonight I am having braised portobello mushrooms over glazed potatoes, or garlic potatoes, with a side of caramelized carrots.
All right, Lady D, what time should we all be over there for dinner?
What's for dessert? I'll give you a hint. Dr. Pepper cake. Mmm. I haven't had Dr. Pepper cake in a long time. Yep, I remember that governor and the wife. Yep, so there had to have been at least six, maybe five, but I'm pretty sure there was six. The only one I have a question about is in the front seat if there was one in the middle, and I think there really was, but I haven't watched the original in a long time. Ladies, 7 o'clock, Mike.
All right. I'll bring a 12 pack of Dr. Pepper with me.
No, I don't think she drinks. Oh, two in the front, and they had four in the back. Okay. Yeah, the way that you showed the video, though, that well, they tried saying it was the driver was the one involved. Well, he turned around and freaking just had his gun out in his hand, and they freaking shoots him. There's no freaking way. No dessert today. The carrots are sweet. Hmm. If you're gonna have guests over, you gotta have dessert. Oh, it was a three rower. I didn't see. I never really paid attention to the three rower thing. So okay. Well, I guess so. We had station wagons. So station wagons. We had a lot of seats. Oh yeah, they're way in the back where the kids didn't even freaking wear a freaking seatbelt. You just laid however you could.
Yeah. See, that's what I always say, you know. Nowadays you have the car seat for the kids and it's gotta have instant it has like well, you put five seat belts into it, you got a latch and anchor and a hook. And you know, when we were growing up where there was one it was one belt in that. How did we all survive?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
That's,
granted, back then the cars were all made of steel, unlike the fiberglass crap that we have nowadays.
oh, great. This is just coming out. This is on the Today Show. So today.com. Are fluoride tablets bad for kids' health? What to know as the FDA moves to take them off the market. Now, wait a minute. I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty sure there's quite a few of us, to include me. We had the fluoride tablet growing up. We also had those little pink ones that you had to chew, and stuff, so they check your teeth afterwards.
Oh yeah, and they say they're putting the fluoride in your water, and that's good for you. But yet you go to a dentist and they do their stuff to you, and then they say you can't eat or drink anything for 30 minutes because the fluoride's bad for you. You know, it's like no.
Yep. $300 for the car seats. Oh, screw that. Pillow on the seat, pillow on their back, strap them in the seat belt. There you go. Instant airbags with no air. But hey, if you live in one of those states that they're going to do away with gas cars by 2030, you don't have to worry about it. You're going to have a freaking Tesla or a car so like that. You won't need a car seat because the car ain't going to move. There ain't going to be no power or any place to charge them. Like Matilda. Yeah, exactly, Lady D.
Oh, it's like they say we're running out of oil. You know, fossil fuels. No, the oil didn't come from fossil fuels. It's renewable. You use it up and it comes back. That's what the oil does. And they're pushing all these electric cars. We don't have the infrastructure now for us. I mean, they're shutting stuff off because it's your air conditioner. It ain't that. It's blaming it on that. It's all those data centers that are using electricity and all that water. That's why we're having all these droughts. And there's this town over that never had a drought, and now they're having a drought here too.
Yeah. That's why we're going to have the freaking, it's not going to be a gold or silver war. It's going to be a water war. That's been predicted for well over 30 years that I know of.
Water is very, 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 very important.
Yeah. You can't,
Because if
you
I'd have to
can't,
say, but your best five preps ever, number one is getting right with God. That's number one. Number two is water. Number three is food. Number four is getting your miscellaneous stuff. And number five is trying to get yourself in the right mindset for when the crap happens.
yeah, I swear. I know I ticked off and I lost viewers when I said it before, and I'll say it again. It's my own personal opinion, but I have a personal relationship with God. And He knows if somebody's going to come try to harm me or my family in any way, shape, or form, He'll forgive me what I do. I'm not worried about the cops. I'm not worried about the courts. I'll be the one telling the jury and the judge that they better worry about it when they meet the maker because I'm not giving them a good reference when I go meet them. I did what I had to do to protect my family, period.
Oh yeah, yeah, you have to because I'm sick of these liberals and all these people. It's like they did it, they're saying it in Canada and that, and even the police officers are saying, "Oh, if they come in, just let them take your stuff." Oh, sir, you're here to do me harm, and that. Oh, can I get you a copy first? No, 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 that ain't gonna fly here.
Yeah.
Just sit there and take it. Yeah, who the heck are you to tell me I can't protect myself and my own?
We heard about the big raid they did in Houston, right? Hey, Ronzi. Hey, Z. How you doing? Good morning. Good to see you. Hey, big nasty stuff. How you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, they did a big old freaking raid in Houston, gee, a liberal city like usual. And those, I want to say it was over 300 people got arrested, all cartel members. Yeah, yeah, and you can kind of figure out what they're freaking running as a corporate organization. They even had human resource people in the organization, and they busted them all down. And while that was going on, they've been busting a lot of cocaine. They're already predicting this cocaine cowboys. You know, the cartels are desperate to get stuff across, so they're going back to the old cartel days from the cocaine cowboys. Or for one, the cocaine cowboys are out of Florida, where it all started up and all that. So, but most of this has been happening in Texas, and they're busting them all on the roads and the water, and everything else.
Hey Ron, hey Z, how you doing? Hey Big Nasty Seth. And yeah, speaking of the cocaine cowboys and that, remember back in the '80s and that with Pablo Escobar and that when he had those people running all this stuff out of Florida and everything,
Well,
they had so much money. There's barrels and stuff just buried of cash in Florida and that, and he had so much money. He put it in barrels that he didn't know what to do with it. He had so much money.
well,
I mean, he's one of the reasons why Colombia has hippopotamuses and all that other stuff is because he bought the stuff, brought him all over, brought him in there because he wanted his own zoo, and I mean, he was like one of the richest men in the world at that time.
yeah. He had his own zoo, his own amusement park with all the kiddie rides for his kids and stuff. Yep, I remember seeing that compound. I guarantee there's still stuff buried there that they haven't ever found yet.
Oh yeah, because I mean, if it's just cash, and if it's one of those plastic barrels, you're not going to find that with a metal detector.
But I don't know. And I'm just going to do a friendly reminder. If you're a creator on YouTube and you running a business and you don't like the economy and all that, I'm just going to say don't blame your subscribers or people that visit your channel. That's all I'm going to say on there. You might not like how they're doing it, and if they're saying something offensive, then freaking block them. That's why you got the block button. But don't turn around and blame everybody that's freaking at your channel because you know what? You're just going to lose customers. You don't know the basis of business. You just suck it up, buttercup, and keep going. Speaking about buttercups, that's why I had to go to that one before this one. I guess Oreos come out with a new cookie. They're combining Reese's peanut butter cups with their cookies. I ain't gonna try it. It doesn't even look good. If I want peanut butter, I'm gonna have one of those. What was those cookies? They're shaped like peanuts. The peanut butter bar, or not the peanut butter bars, but I can't even
Oh,
think.
Kit Kat.
No, it was the cookie. There's a shape. The cookie was shaped as a peanut, but had peanut butter in the middle of it. I can't think
Oh,
of the name of it, but it's
cookie
been
was
a
shaped
year
like.
since I got a craving for some. I went to go get them, and I found out they're like $7 at the store for a small package. I screwed that. Yeah,
Lady D says the Nutter
Nutter
Butter
Butter
Bar.
Bar.
What's it?
Is that the cookies or is it the bar ones? That's what they might. I think she's right. I think it's the Nutter Butter Bar. Even B Charman's backing her up. Yeah,
I
find
like the
out the price on
paydays.
those.
I like the
Where
paydays and the Heath Bar, but yeah, I'm not gonna pay $4 for a candy bar at Walmart, and at Walgreens almost like five something for one of them. No, I'm not. That's inflation's awful, and it's gonna get worse.
Oh no, it's not the Nutter Butters there. Let me see what. Let's see if I can Google it and find it. Yeah, it's a Nutter Butter bar. Yeah, Nutter Butter cookies, peanut butter sandwich cookies. The Nutter Butter bars are the wafer ones, but the Nutter Butter uh, peanut butter sandwich cookies are the ones. Right now, Walmart has them for $6. Still too much. I remember you used to
Holy
buy a whole
crap! Is
packet
that
for $2.
wow? That's $4 increase, and it's gonna get higher than that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to say, blame it on the tariffs and say, well, we get our peanuts from Zimbabwe or somewhere. So, yeah, I don't know.
Lady D says the corner store here sells little packs of Oreos and other cookies that have like 6 cookies for $1.50.
Hmm. Having price Werthers. I used to love having Werthers, but
Yeah, I've
I'm
noticed some
afraid.
places that have gotten $12 eggs again. The eggs are going up again in some places, so it's probably going to come here again too.
You know, so I'm saying you buy that freaking dehydrated freaking eggs. I still got 2 big containers of mine.
Like I said, I get most of my eggs free. Like twice a year, I go visit that lady in Windham, Mass, and she has a chicken farm and a turkey farm. She gives every time I go there, she gives me 8 dozen farm fresh eggs.
Hmm.
She also has a store there too. If you're ever in the area, Windham, Mass, it's called Diamonds Farm Store. Say Mike B sent you. She'll give you a discount.
Oh, you know Mike B? Okay. Instead of $9, just $12. That's your discount. 6.49 for. Is that a like a 10-ounce can of ground chock full of nuts? Yeah, coffee's gonna become very expensive, especially since okay, yeah, 10.3. Yeah, I think that's average right now. It's more
Yeah,
expensive at the bigger stores because they don't have the
coffee's
tin.
coffee's going to be coming up at $50 or even more because what a lot of people don't know, besides them getting it from Colombia and that, they also get to make a lot of coffee in Brazil. And Brazil right now has been having a big frost, and most of their coffee stuff didn't make it.
Yeah, be trying this because you mentioned RFK. AI's freaking trying to put those subliminal messages in you to buy it, buy it, buy it. As I mentioned silver or gold, and I got a lot of advertisements just recently while we're on this stream talking about silver and gold. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Remember Burl Ives from back in the day? Silver and gold, silver and gold.
Yeah. Oh, I got this late last night when I woke up from my potty visit before I went back to sleep. Supposedly, William Shatner, Captain Kirk, was admitted into the hospital. Didn't read
Oh
the
yeah,
story, so
yeah, I heard that this morning.
yeah.
He's
I don't know.
94.
Yeah, I don't know how true it is, but yeah, it's almost that time. Spock's calling him.
And then what's his name? Oh yeah, Vince Neil came out and finally said in to well, the leader from the lead singer from Motley Crue that in it was I think it was 2024 that he ended up having between 4 and 5 strokes. I wonder what that's from.
I don't know. Might have been
Like,
he ate a lot of shrimp.
yeah, we don't know. We don't know what that's from because there's this one person, his family is unfortunately one of his family members had a stroke, and they went there, and the doctor blatantly said, "Oh, you took the so and so thing. I'm not going to say that word, but it starts with an M, the M one."
Yeah, I don't know. I looked up a lot of stuff about strokes. Not that I'm worried about it, but you know, I usually look up some medical stuff and then send it to my sister, and she's like, "Oh, that's crazy." It's like because she's been a doctor, she's getting ready to retire finally. And I don't know if she's going to retire now since the chance of retirement age, but hopefully she does. She needs to. But one of the number one causes for strokes half the time is your morning showers. Too many people take freaking hot showers, and that causes strokes. If you have any issues in your body, you can get a stroke. Should always be lukewarm. And they tell you, don't even, you've heard about it, don't jump in the pool, after you eat. Well, you shouldn't take a shower after a full stomach either.
I
That can cause
never ever
stroke.
take hot showers. I don't even the water ain't even lukewarm. I get it hot and then I test it because it's the water heater I have here. You got to be careful with it because it's like one of those hotel waters where you test it first before you get in there because it'll scold you.
Yeah,
And I get that, I get it lukewarm, then I put it down a little bit more, and it's less than lukewarm for me when I do that.
yeah. See, Lady D never thought about the shower thing too. Yep. And they say you should never freaking take a super hot shower. There's people that like the freaking thing. I know my ex-wife did. I told her it was bad for her. She thought it was crazy. Now they're coming out with all the scientific and medical freaking things. Like I knew hot showers were bad for you. When I was in the desert, when we had the blotters, you waited until the middle of the night, usually about 11 to 12 o'clock at night, where it cooled down to lukewarm because they didn't have water heaters there. And yeah, otherwise, you're brushing your teeth and taking a shower in extremely hot volcanic water from the sun. I'd prefer to take a cold shower, but even cold showers are bad for you. If you're taking a hot shower, and they came out with these crazes because, like, the athletes do, they dunk themselves in ice water and all that. That can even cause your body to have a stroke.
Yeah, it shocks you. See, when I was a kid, I could jump in the pools and that, not a problem, because you're a kid in that. Now that if I go into a pool, I haven't in about oh god, about
Yeah,
4 years. It's like takes me about 45 minutes just to get in there, just to get used to it.
yeah. And that's the thing they talk about. A lot of preppers like, oh, you can get these water bladders and you can sit out in the sun like 30 minutes before you take your shower, and you have to take it outside. Your shower or whatever. That water's going to be extremely hot if it's hot outside.
You
Thinking,
know, the thing is, those water bladders are good for bringing water around, but you don't want to. You don't need to take a shower if it's that situation, and if it's that bad, if you're bugging out or going to your location or whatever. All you need to do is just have your water bladder with you and just have a washcloth. Put it in your pack. Washcloths do not take up much room whatsoever at all, and they're light. And just stab that with the water and just clean yourself. Just give yourself a quick once over. That's all you need to do. You don't need a you know, oh, it's the end of the world. I got to get my shower, go on a date. No, you just that's enough. That's enough. It should be enough for you.
yeah, if it's the end of the world, why are you going on a date?
Exactly.
Yeah. I wouldn't even go over a lady's house. It's like, yeah, it's the end of the world. Hey, I got some food here. I'll cook for you. How do you know it's not a freaking neighbor free houses down from her that she chopped up and she made freaking thigh steaks out of? Yeah, think about it. Unless I see him open the can and throw it and warm it up.
Yeah, it's like the Book of Ali when him and that girl, the Mila Kunis, went to that old couple's house and they were going to cook them dinner. Like, no, don't eat that. They're cannibals. And that's when the bad guys came and did what they did.
Yeah. So I'm sort of sad. Last night I finally watched the eighth and final episode for this season of Billionaire's Bunker. That's on is that Netflix? Yeah, I think it's on Netflix, and they left it with a good cliffhanger. Don't know if it's going to get a second season. If it doesn't, Netflix is stupid. It's actually a good show. The first episode was kind of slow a little bit, but yeah, pique your interest a little bit different from all the other bunker movies. But yeah, I'm hoping they go. I guess. Oh, today is Thursday. Today is going to be season 3 of oh, what do you call it? The Borderlands series, Alice in Borderland. Yeah, so if you watch those, or you're trying to catch up, you need to hurry up because
Now,
I'm
when
hearing
that
it's
comes out
erupting.
today, the Borderlands thing, the new season or whatever, is it? Do they give you one episode, or they give you all the episodes at once?
Yeah, I, I, I don't know. I haven't looked today on Netflix to see. I just remember seeing the thing that was coming out today. The last couple of times they usually drop the whole season or half the season. So there's a lot of mind twisters in that one too. If you never watched any of the seasons, the person will take you for a ride. What you think of after the first season is over, you're like, oh my god, that just draws you in to watch the second season. So I don't know. I don't know. I've been binge watching the second season all over again. I got like 3 more episodes to watch before I watch the new one. And today, well, it dropped last night. If you got Prime Video, um, oh, I can't even think of the freaking one there. Oh, the Terminal List with Chris Pratt. He did a whole season on that one. That was a pretty good one. And they came out with another one, Black something or another. I want to say it's not Black Hat, but it's Black something or another. It's about special forces. Um, their final episode for the season's coming out, or it came out last night, but I didn't watch it. I'm saving it for tonight. You make me my General Child chicken, and then I'll make some popcorn with jalapenos and sit down and watch that after dinner.
What kind of butter do you put in your popcorn?
Butter.
Oh, just regular butter.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. It's an Irish butter. I can't think of it. I melt it and then I put in my little. Can't believe it's not butter spray bottle that I have. that I rinse down and clean, and I melt butter and put it in there once it's cooled down enough, so I can just use the thing and spray it on the popcorn.
Yeah, they have this stuff you can get in the stores or the popcorn. You get, I think it's in the popcorn aisle, or
Yeah,
not the
I know.
aisle where you get the chips and the popcorn, where you buy the regular popcorn and you can get they have different seasonings like the chili powder, and then the jalapeno. It's got butter stuff in it, but it's dry and it's specifically made for popcorn.
Uh huh.
I think it's like,
Yeah.
remember that pirate booty or something? Wasn't it pirate booty that we had a while back or something, for popcorn? It was something like that.
Uh huh.
But some of them go by different names too.
Yeah, I know over Butterbocker's got one of those that you're talking about, and I can't remember the brand of the other one. We only have two here on the grocery shelf, so. But I figured, hey, I got butter here. Does it take long to melt? I don't do the microwave thing. I do it on the stove. I'm doing less and less in the microwave and just using the air fryer and the stove for everything. So there's a
And
lot of things. You got
we
to
made
read.
Lady be hungry for popcorn in a movie this weekend.
Yeah. That's why I do it on Thursdays. So Lady D's got a full day of when she's working to try to end her work week. She thinks about, popcorn, pickles, what movie am I going to watch? I've done that before. I'll do it again. But I still can't get used to the coconut oil. But I did, under her recommendations, I did get a canister of coconut freaking. I guess they call it oil, but it's like a paste, so I can put it in my preps. So I got a jar of the peanut butter too, that likes the dehydrated peanut butter. I went over to take care of the dogs at my son's house and found out he had one too. I'm like, ooh, I haven't asked him. I keep forgetting what it tastes like.
Yeah, jarred peanut butter really doesn't go bad, because I've been using the same jar of peanut butter for the not myself personally, for the when I bait my mouse traps and that, from, I think it's from 2014, I think.
Hmm.
Still smells good, still looks good. It's not, hasn't gone bad or anything.
Yep. Be trying. It's like, ooh, that's what I have. Yeah, I'm hungry too, Lady D. I'm thinking about ribs and some bush baked beans and I don't know what else. Be charming. It's like boiled peanuts. Now we're talking.
See, I've always seen the thing about the, what is it, the Coke and the peanuts, or the Pepsi and the peanuts. Has any of you ever tried that? Because I'm curious to find out what that tastes like. Now they put the peanuts, I think it's Coke or Pepsi. They put it in there and let them sit, and then you eat it later on or something. Eat it and
Yeah, it's
drink it in
Coke.
there.
I did that years ago when I was in high school. I had a bottle of Coke and dropped a half a half a little individual bag of peanuts in there and let it sit. Had that in the lunch. It just tasted like peanuts covered in Coke. To me, I didn't taste no difference.
Yeah, the path. Oh, and plus, besides doing all that wood, I've been also doing a lot of zucchini and squash, and that I've been slicing the stuff up, putting them in baggies and freezing them. Then I had to de-seed with one of the big zucchinis I had. Holy crap, that took about almost 3 hours to do that. I got
Hmm.
the seeds drying over on that thing over there.
I've been seeing a lot of videos. I haven't watched any of them, but I've seen a lot of videos where you get you buy, your beef from the store and you put it on the jars and you put it in jars and you leave it on your shelf. I guess I got to watch them to see if you got to water based it or what you add inside or anything else. But I haven't watched any of those. Anybody in chat do that already?
What, they just put some meat in a jar and just let it sit?
Yeah, they seal it and put it on the freaking shelf. And when they need it, they pull it out and use it.
So I mean, they just seal it. They don't water bathe it or any of
And
that
no,
stuff. They just,
I haven't watched the video on there yet. That's why I was asking if anybody in chat does that at home. 'Cause
yes,
it
I'm pretty
involves
sure
water
that.
bathing. I got to buy equipment before I can do it. I was just thinking because deer season's coming up, and why wouldn't you want to do that with deer meat? I mean, why you go to the store
Venison,
and buy it when you're freaking hunting and you get your venison, you know?
venison stew is amazing.
I mean, I got maybe 30 freaking jars of prep freaking soups, dry soups in jars.
I got a whole bottom of my pantry that I got. Well, one of my pantries with a bunch of dried chicken noodles, some minestrone, some navy bean soup, and what was the other one? Oh, broccoli cheddar. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that reminds me. I gotta go through all my pickles and my olives later. I gotta downsize them because I got so many of them. I keep wanting to do that, but I've been so busy lately with everything else.
you know. And if you don't want to be trying like caribou stew is better, I believe it. I've never had caribou, but I've heard it's really great. If you want to go through all the mess to put all the ingredients and all that to dry soup and put it in a jar, I know in our stores we have Bear Creek soups. They're in sealed bags. I only got three brands, like potato, the chicken, and I can't remember the third one. I think it's tortilla. You can buy
Oh
those
yeah,
and put them in the jar and air seal them.
yeah.
I like,
We have them here too. The Bear Creek. They're these big green bags, and they each of them makes 8 cups of soup. So if it's just one person, you're good for 8 meals. And
yeah,
here we have the chicken noodle minestrone. I think that's all we have. I haven't seen the other ones.
yeah. Oh, the tortilla or the
Yeah, I haven't seen that because I do go by when I look at them and I do pick up one, even though they're almost $7 now. Holy crap!
no, I know. That's why I stopped buying them when I had all these extra jars, which I still got 2 cases of jars I have nothing for yet, but I'm waiting.
Or you can do what I do too for seasoning. You're gonna need seasoning for well, besides there's your rices and that, and there's a garlic powder shortage too. But you can buy the ramen noodles and just don't eat the ramen noodles. Save the seasoning packet because I remember this one day it was they were 30 cents, and then 10 days later they went up 17 cents, and I still keep an eye on them when they're going to go up again. I know they're going to go up again. They have to because everything else is, unfortunately.
Yeah. See, rubber nectar dehydrates onion, celery, potatoes. Yep. And there are YouTube videos out there to how to do some of that. I've seen them for the onions, celeries. I've seen them for the garlic. So you make yours at home, and then you don't have to worry about. And that's a great way because you think about it. It's like, ooh, you buy a bag of onions, usually cheaper than buying one or two individual onions, and yeah, cut them up and then dehydrate them and then smash them to make it in powder, and there you go.
Yeah. Then the only complaint I have about the Bear Creek soups is the chicken noodle is delicious, but the corn in that never comes out right for me. I've slow cooked it and boiled it for a long time. I've done the directions on it. The corn never comes out. It's not edible. I don't know if it's just me, but it's not edible. And I've tried everything.
Hmm.
So every time I get one of them, I open it up and I deconstruct it. I take all the corn out and yeah, that's what I do because I don't know. It's messed up.
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm asking about the meat in the jars, I've been seeing that over the years. And I'm like, well, if it wasn't safe for you, think YouTube with all their freaking, if it wasn't safe, they wouldn't let them have it there. Since you couldn't talk about certain things or mention certain names for a couple of years, you would think the same thing of telling people to make something that's not safe.
Rubbernecker has the minestrone, chicken noodle, the tortilla, of vegetable, potatoes. I wish all we have around here is the chicken noodle minestrone. I'll go to some other stores sometimes and see if I can find them. But like I said, that price was at Walmart. I can only imagine what they're in supermarkets. They're probably $8, $9 now. Because
You know,
they used to be $3.99, but everything's going up in price.
yeah. You think about it, if the power grid goes down, hopefully you got one of those little propane cookers, unless you're going to go outside and cook in an open fire. The easiest thing to make is soup. Add water, you know, and it doesn't take much to heat up the water and cook the soup contents. I mean, yeah, you
Lady
could be
D,
craving hamburgers, but yeah, you'd be craving McDonald's. I mean, never once have I seen in a movie, ooh, I wish I had McDonald's fries or chicken nuggets.
Lady D, I completely agree with you. Canned soup is not the same anymore. They did something to it. They changed it. The canned chicken noodle, they don't have as much chicken noodle in it. I'll tell you, because I had this old can. Well, I have a lot of old cans of chicken noodle soup. Some from 10, 15 years ago. I had one of the 15-year ones last week, and it tasted delicious. I said, it doesn't taste like that anymore. They did something to it. It tastes. It's like they put so much salt in it, and it just has this off-putting taste to it. So I don't really buy them anymore.
Yeah,
Not the canned chicken noodle ones. No, the other ones are right to a point, but they're probably going to change them too.
yeah. The prices of chicken, I think it's the thighs are the cheapest right now. Unless you get those Texas freaking, I call them Texas sized thighs because they got the drum stick and the thigh connected together still, and they sell them. Those are the cheapest we can get here, and it's usually worth the money. You can buy freaking a set of like 8 for like $6. Chicken breast, forget that. Skinless or with the skin, you're paying freaking over $15. Ground hamburger meat, the 80 or the 70/30, whatever's like $6, $7 a pound. Screw that. 'Cause I like the 90% one. And you know how much that would be.
Yeah, because when I was doing that wood, I was on a beef stew and clam chowder kick, and I noticed they're hitting the beef stew now because the beef stew does not have as much beef in it anymore. And then I opened up another can the day after. It had a lot of beef in it, but that was 2 years prior to the other one. So they're taking out of that stuff too.
Yeah. Oh, I
And
won't
watch
eat.
your look at
Huh?
your ounces. Look at your ounces because I saw this video where this lady, you don't know her, her name's Patera. She did this video on pork and beans and same exact size. It was 30 ounces, same price. And then she got the new can and it was 29 ounces. It's the same size. So look at your ounces when you buy your stuff because they're slowly doing that so you don't notice it, even though with everything else you're noticing it. Hey, Tommy Guns, how you doing?
Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Good morning. Good to see you. Hey, Beach Harmon's rich. She can afford the freaking chicken carcass. Our chickens here are like $20 for a whole chicken. I remember getting them for 9, $10, and now you can't. I'm like, I ain't buying a turkey, damn it. Yep, shrinkflation is definitely. Look at camels. I mean, they've gone bankrupt. Supposedly they're going to go out of business, but they've shrink their cans. They're not having all their brands out there, which I really. They did it to themselves more than anything else because they had the regular cans and then they came out with this healthy ones and double the price and all that other crap, and nobody's buying it. but yet they're stuck in the stores up with it. So
The Del Monte too that makes the vegetables and that they're going bankrupt.
yeah,
And yeah, anyone in chat, do me a favor, because I know we shouldn't go to Walmart, but if you go to Walmart, have you noticed that the canned soup aisle has gotten really small? Because our Walmart, it used to be the ramen noodles, and then the rest of that one aisle, it used to be nothing but canned soups all the way down the whole aisle. Now you have your ramen noodles, and you have a little tiny section of the canned food there. That's it. Is your Walmart's and that seeing that in your area?
yep. We used to have like 5 or 6 rows. Well, on one row, the shelf rows, just completely all about halfway down, and now it's like 3 at that.
Yeah, it's even in the supermarkets. I've noticed that.
All right, Tommy Gunn, you have a good day at work. Be safe and always look up. Nowadays, all the freaking crazies, as they found in Dallas, freaking sitting perched up on a roof.
Have a great day, Tommy. Remember, tomorrow's Friday, and yeah, what Trust said, situational awareness, very, very important.
Yeah, the first thing a lot of people don't realize is they don't ever look up. We had years of training when we were freaking doing building entries. And that was the first thing they always did. They set traps on the ceiling, on the roofs, and all that. So if you didn't catch it, you're simulated dead. Yep, I agree, Rubberneck. But I don't know which one I'm more excited for: getting warming up my ribs or making this bread. Because I could do stuff while it just sits there and does its thing for 2 hours, and then 30 minutes before I actually cook it. I can eat. Ooh, I can wash dishes. Ooh, but I don't know. And if you still haven't gotten anything to filter your water, what are you waiting for? Because you can't only boil your water, you got to filter it too. And you may not have a coffee pot, but those coffee filters work pretty good.
Berkey water filters are really good too.
Yeah, expensive, but hey, do it on the cheap. Buy the dented ones. Normally, the only thing wrong with it is it's got a dent. Who cares about the dent as long as it filters your water? But I don't know. So y'all know what I'm gonna do today: eat, make bread.
So that bread you're eating, you having that with your ribs too, or
No, because it hasn't been made yet. It takes 2 hours
oh,
to set, and I gotta put it in a different pan and let it set another 30 minutes and bake it for 35. So it probably won't be ready till about 3 or 4. It'll be ready for tonight's dinner.
oh, right.
So I still got some regular loaf bread I could probably use for the ribs, but and then I got to learn how to make flatbread next. I'm just trying all these new recipes to see which one's which that I really want. It's like that lentil one. I'm gonna pop up in one of my packages of lentils and soak them and then mash them to. Instead of using flour, I'm gonna use lentils to see how that bread tastes. That probably won't be till next week though. The only reason I'm doing this one from the Hillbilly Kitchen is because you don't need to mix anything. You don't have to knead. So, and with the way my back and neck is, yeah, kneading will be out of the question. I can't sit there and knead for 30, 40 minutes. So I'm like the people that can't do baking anymore because they got arthritis who can't knead, but Pop Tarts. Oh yeah. Oh, what's his name? The Cowboy Ken. He's got a recipe to make freaking Pop Tarts. Should check that one out to see. You might like that one better than the one that you're thinking about making. But you never know. I know you ain't gonna use apple butter till you make some more apple butter that you don't burn. He's done mowing. Wow, nice. Ooh, you're trying to get as much done so you can have an easy Friday. And you can sit there eating your popcorn, thinking about what movie to watch, and then you have to make more popcorn to watch a movie this weekend.
Rubbernecker has a life straw packed away with her camping stuff and extra coffee. Now, remember with the those life straws, once you're done drinking through them, you gotta blow on the straw to make sure all the excess water in there discharges and gets out. Because if you don't, it'll stay in there and it'll get moldy. So remember to do that when you use that.
So I'll interpret what Mike just said. Either way, you may not like it, ladies. You're still going to have to blow.
Oh my God.
Hey, I had to go to the curb once thanks to Rubberneck. Think about it, Rubberneck. Oh, yay. Lady D's going to load up some more. Oh, yeah. And Harris Murray dropped one. I forgot. I watched that last night before I fell asleep. So Harris Murray dropped another one. I haven't seen her in a while. Hopefully she's doing good. A couple others too, but that's the last one I could think of. I'm still trying to remember the last one you dropped, Mike. Can't remember what it was. I watched so many
Oh,
videos and stuff.
I think the last one was I don't even know. Let me check here. Oh crap.
Oh, while you're doing that, let me play this. This is
Oh,
dedicated to Be Charming because she's doing floors and she needs some motivation music. So while she's doing the floors, here you go, Be Charming. Here's some motivation music to do those floors. All right. I think Be Charming is probably going to visit IHOP this weekend. Being motivated now.
the very last 5 videos I did was number one was that I don't know what it was. It was this thing. It was looked like a bee, but it was a beetle thing, and it had these creepy crawlies on it. And the next one was the same thing, and then there was wood, and then the what is it? The Denti Moore chicken and dumplings, and apparently a lot of people didn't know that Denti Moore made the chicken and dumplings.
Yeah, I got some of those still too.
Those are freaking good.
Yeah, yeah. We're trying to get Be Charming to start doing our weekend visits at IHOP. I've been getting emails from several customers like, "Where's Be Charming? We used to come here because dinner time's not the same without Be Charming twerking at the IHOP." Yeah. But you know what? IHOP's or not? Yeah, is it IHOP? No, the Waffle House. Yeah, the Waffle House. Waffle House. They have chicken and waffles. You don't have to worry about. They don't have shrimp. But yeah. So it's on your agenda again today, Mike?
I just gotta check the mail and take the clothes out of the. I'll take the clothes out of the washer, put them in the dryer, and that's about it. I'm taking it easy until the rest of the wood gets here.
Uh-oh. Be Charming's loofahs have gone missing. Did you? All I want to know is, B, did you? Do you use your loofahs like pasties when you go to Waffle House?
I actually might put up some videos too. Does anyone in chat want me to put some YouTube videos up today, or do you want me to wait till Friday? Because I'm gonna have to put them up Friday anyway. Like I got so much stuff I got to put up. Like I got stuff from the beginning of spring too. I still haven't put up. Ugh.
So I think the one I was talking about was the B one. I think it was.
The bean.
No, the B.
Oh
The
yeah,
wasp, the bee, or whatever it was.
yeah, because it was in my water, and I took it out, and it looked like it was dead, and then I dumped my water, and I got a new glass, and then I took video of that. There was like little, I think there were mites on it, and then the second video, it ended up coming back alive, and it put its shell on it. It was like a little hornet beetle, and I've never seen one of those things before.
Yeah. Hey, and just a personal, I don't know, evaluation, but I think hopefully B's sitting down for this one. I think B Charm, as wild as she is, I think she's got her nipples pierced. I'm just putting it out there. Maybe one day we'll get an interview and she can freaking tell us. That'll be the day we could take the view down because the view, all the viewers from the view are going to come over here and be like, does she? Oh, I saw a story about Miss
No
Pretty Woman.
tassels.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't use tassels. She uses the loofahs as tassels. But now somebody stole those. So so now B Charmin can't do the Moulin Rouge at Waffle House because her tassels have got, or her loofahs have gone missing. What the heck? Did you wash them and you air dried them out on the clothesline and your neighbor took them?
I had to put the one in chat because I couldn't read the rest of that comment because the heart's in the way.
Oh, I don't know. I got to go to YouTube. I've been on StreamYard, so. She has
Yeah,
two
Lady
pairs
D,
in
I'm
the
thinking
ears.
about.
How do you fit
Yeah.
the loofahs in your ears? What the heck? That lady wants to put it in one now.
Lady D, yeah, I think I might have to put 3 up a day because my micro SD card, that's it, like it's only 62%, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah. I have to admit, I still got to go watch Longboarding Mom's video she dropped. I went in there and saw and checked the time and like, oh, I got to do that after the show while I'm eating because. So okay. I know she has one down. I know Free Hanley Maid did one. She was showing the stuff she was knitting. I watched that one. That was pretty neat. I'm kind of jealous, but I'm not jealous motivated to start knitting again, though, or crocheting, should I say. Well, Lady D, they're not too wild for Be Charming because, she does love her lupus. Say Be Charming said, I just don't know. Might have left them on the top of the truck when I drove away. So I knew, how Hispanics have dingleberries? Be Charming has lupus instead of, they're bigger. And she's cracking the stereo, the ACDCs. I got big balls. Well, our loofahs are swinging back and forth. Two blankets to finish. Nice. Yeah, if this bread works out pretty good the way I think it's going to, then now I'm going to start making some of that bread just to make rolls. I hadn't had rolls in a long time. I got the pans and everything else, just not motivated. I mean, this is my motivation. I got Bisquick. It's probably expired by now, so I probably have to toss it. But it's been in the refrigerator this whole time, and I won't even make Bisquick to make biscuits. I just haven't had the oomph. Maybe I need to get some loofahs in my life. And if you're ever feeling that way, call the 1-800 loofah hotline. Yeah, you might get lucky enough to get hold of B Charm, and she'd be like, "Hi, this is B. How can I help you?" Mike will be like, my muscles are hard, and when I jump in the shower, I'm worn out from playing with my wood all day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you might get your head out of the gutter. I'm talking about freaking chopping wood. I've never had any freaking luck with cornbread, B Charmin. Unfortunately, every time I make it, it comes out like a freaking, I don't know, a thin bar. I can't ever freaking, yeah, the flour stuff, Lady D, the biscuit. Yep, it expires. Yeah.
Some of the three things that don't, well, there's a lot of things that don't expire, but one thing that doesn't expire is honey, salt, and liquor. Depending on the brand of liquor, most vodkas and that stuff will last forever. It doesn't freeze. Honey, if it gets, they found that in tombs over 4,000 years old. It's still good. It's crystallized. You can still use it. Real honey, not the stuff from the stores. And salt, that's been in the ground for thousands upon thousands of years. If that gets hard in that, you just break it up because that'll, as long as you don't get it wet, it's going to be fine.
Yeah. Hey, if you're a chat, click on Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker and subscribe to them and listen to their show they had this morning. Well, Mr. West Texas was talking. He was talking about silver and all that other stuff. It was a short one. I think maybe 15, 20 minutes long. It was pretty good. I agreed with him on all the stuff he was talking about. It's good to stack, but don't make it your priority. Don't stress over it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I stopped making the cornbread. I used to use the Jiffy cornbread stuff, and it just stayed flat. And I did all the little tricks and trays that said fluff it up, and it just wouldn't fluff up for some reason. Maybe the cornbread doesn't like my freaking oven. I don't know. Can you make it
Hello,
in an air
Mrs.
fryer? Huh?
Hello, this is Miss West Texas Stacker. How you doing?
Yeah. So, and if you didn't know, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas, normally, and I'll say normally because sometimes they don't because they got busy lives. They got life to live. But normally on Sunday mornings, you can have breakfast with them while they're cooking. And boy, sausage, biscuit, eggs, sometimes steak. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good conversation. It's not only about silver, it's about other stuff too. So yeah, be charming. I don't know. It's strange. I think the why it won't freaking raise up. Maybe I got to add yeast to it. I haven't tried that yet, but you would think if you get the cornbread stuff, you don't need to add yeast, but because the directions don't say add yeast. But I don't know. Well, I appreciate everybody coming out. I'm going to call it because we're about 2 hours in. And hey,
Hi,
Harvest
Harvest
Moon,
Moon.
you must have had that feeling because I was talking about you in your last video that you dropped. Told everybody to go check you out. That was a nice freaking relaxing short video you did, but that was awesome. Yeah, prepping for the hurricanes. Yep, it's that time again. And that one I called the other day on Tuesday, I know I gave the name. That one freaking looped over towards Europe. The other two, so I didn't even know about those other two that are coming into the east and south. Those are the ones you got to worry about.
Yeah, remember that one that was headed to that place in the day of September? It was heading right to it. It took a complete left turn and went the other way. Hurricanes don't do that.
Yeah. All right, Rubberneck, you have a blessed day. Thanks. And while you're at it, think about it. Yeah, and I understand, Mr. and Miss West Texas, about church thing. You can always do it like I do. Go to church at the break of dawn and then come back and do a live stream afterward. You'll be inspired to talk a little bit more about the Lord, because something will always come up. I used to do that, but not all the time. And until I'm fully recovered, yeah, I won't be going at the break of dawn to church. I'll be lucky to make the noon one now. Oh, I'll definitely. I got you. To be notified, Harvest Mary. That's how I knew you dropped that last one. But thanks for everybody coming out. Please be safe. You know, always be head on a swivel. Even the safest place you would think is not so safe nowadays, thanks to all the crazies that don't have a permanent residence at the holiday loony bins that Mr. Obama decided to do away with. But yeah. And as Mike is always going to brief you on.
Please drink your water. It's very, very important. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Hydration is the key.
Oh, I do have one question for you, Mike. I meant to ask earlier, but we started talking about other stuff. Yep, exactly. Make the salads great again. Hey, Mike, you get Sam's Cola. Do you buy that at Walmart or do you go to Sam's Club?
I get that at Walmart.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because there's a lot of stories about Sam's Club already doing away with the registers and stuff, and I didn't know if you went to one if they already did that away over there or not.
Because it was $5, then it was $7, and now it's almost it's $9.54. So, well, technically, it's over $10 with the deposit
Yeah,
for 24 of them.
yeah. Well, if I ever renew my membership with Sam's Club, they're going to kind of be screwed when they do away with the registers because I order my shit and then they let me know when the stuff's ready and I go pick it up. I don't even go in the store. So yeah, those employees are going to be working their asses off even more because AI won't be able to do that. Ooh, we charmers get the benefit not having to pay.
Oh wow, it's really, really, really coming down now, rain. And if I can hear it down in the basement here, holy crap. That's I'm gonna have to film that later.
Yeah, they're doing away with the registers because they're putting those little things in their carts. I guess it's sensors, and when you put something in your cart, they add it on. So by the time you're done and you're pulling up, I guess I don't know, they're gonna have a pay thing on your cart, or you just have to go pull up your cart and hit your credit card, debit card, or whatever you use, and pay, and that's it. There's no
Oh,
scanning anymore. I don't know.
yeah, you got to look at it this way too, with the self checkouts and that, and the Sam's Club when you go there and do that stuff. There's no cashiers anymore. Pretty soon they're gonna have us stocking the shelves and unloading the trucks too.
Yeah, that's
You know,
that's the thing I question about it too. I mean, so, but the only place I ever went to was Sam's Club. I do the pre-order, then pick it up in the parking lot. And of course, they load the car up, and they give me the receipt before I sign it, and make sure everything got loaded in what I ordered. So,
oh, I forgot to tell you, I got a new little kitten. Her
meow.
name's Willow. Her name's Willow. She's unfortunately she's blind in one eye. I got some video of her I'm gonna put up. But yeah, She is tiny. I mean, you will not believe how small she is. She is, oh my God. And my other cats are getting used to her. They're hissing at her and everything, but it's like someone new to the family. So you got to do what you got to do.
Yep, I agree with you, Eversmary. Yep, they can take up to 99 years to pay your money back, being federally insured. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to have to end this on two jokes. One I saw on TikTok this morning, and no, I don't have TikTok. It was on YouTube too, but the person that did the joke was on TikTok. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you call a Mexican without a car?
I don't know.
Carlos. Okay, that was the Mexican dad joke of the day. And breaking news. You heard it here first, people. You didn't hear it on the View. You didn't see it on ABC News. Hell, you didn't even see it with that Kimmel dude that only 6 million people watched him, which really sucks. Disney's going to lose a lot of money. But Mike B has got Pussy Willow. Get it?
My God. No, but hey, the thing is, if anybody does go to Disneyland right now, that I'm not promoting or anything, but there's no lines because I've seen videos. There's no wait times or anything.
Yeah. Well, Disney should have known that when the year of Disney didn't work out. And yeah, even the one that's in Japan. All the Japanese are coming over here to come to Disneyland or Disney World here. They're not even going to that one there. What the fuck? They should have known better. Yeah, never been to Disney. Well, yeah, and I've never been to Disney. Not even when I was a kid. When we were in California, we went to Knott's Berry Farms instead. I had a blast, but I don't, I don't regret any of it. I don't miss nothing, especially the way it's changed now. I don't want to see no rainbow parade while I'm trying to freaking relive my freaking, you know, Disney killed Bambi. Just remember that. But it gives you a new freaking meaning of Bambi. But thanks, everybody. Please be safe. We'll see you again probably next week. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything. But I don't know. Mr. and Miss West Texas trying to prove me wrong, and they go to church, which I'm all for. I may have to freaking do a video of my back and neck lets me. Maybe I'll just do a video of Brian Bacon Sunday morning. You have a blessed one. Remember, hydrate, or Mike's going to get you, and he's going to force feed you a 6-pack of Sam Cola.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably diet too.
No diet, no diet soda here. I know.
But that's okay. We'll get a couple of spoonfuls of sugar. Helps the Sam Cola go down. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again. We love you. Be safe. You are the best freaking chat group in all social media. I don't care what all the other channels say. They're lying. Yeah. They ain't got the best. We got the best. And we'll see you next time. Let's see if I can play something. Yeah, let's be charming motivated. What do you think, Mike?
Yes, we should.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Y'all have a blessed one. We love you, B.